the ongoing row over the Gyanvapi survey, a similar controversy exploded in Mangaluru after a temple-like structure was found during the demolition of a mosque in Malali. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad is planning to undertake an Ashtamangala Prashne today. Republic is reporting live from Mangaluru. After the Gyanvapi row now in Mangaluru, well, we had heard that prohibitory orders had been imposed and tight security there in place, as the Vishwa Hindu Parishad had announced earlier that they would be holding prayers at the site where a temple-like structure has been found. The temple structure was found on the 21st of April. Sagaraj, to tell us more. Sagaraj, we believe that tight security has been put in place. What more can you tell us? We can see visuals of people gathered. Are they gathered for the prayers that were announced by the VHP?
Yeah, this particular Tambula Prashne started early in the morning in Sri Ramanjaneya temple in Mangaluru. And this is a ritual which will be followed by the Swamijis over here. And we are joined with local MLA, Mr. Bharat. Thank you so much for talking to Republic TV, sir. Sir, what is the procedure that has been followed in this Tambula Prashne?
See, actually, I'm not the competent authority about the procedures actually, but it's a big process. Most of the time what happens is when the issue regarding a temple comes, during a reformation of a temple, building a temple, what they do is they do something called as Ashtamangala Prashne. It's a big process, Ashtamangala Prashne. It needs to be done on the spot or somewhere near there. The astrologer will know. It's not a ritual kind of a thing, it's a part of astrology. There's a system for that. Tambula Prashne is done for finding out through astrology whether some kind of a godly forces or a power is there or not in that area. Once the Tambula Prashna comes positive, then they go ahead with the Ashtamangala Prashna. Ashtamangala Prashna is very...
How far legally this will work for you? Because the district commissioner says that this is not going to have any kind of prominence because a court will see the other factors of this particular issue.
First you have to understand one thing. It's not for me. I'm an MLA here. I've come here because any temple we do, in this local area, any temple or any construction or demolition or whatever, Jirnodhara we call it, reconstruction, Tambula Prashna is a process and the local leaders are invited. We come for that. This Tambula Prashna or Ashtamangala Prashna is not kept by me or our party or by the government. It is done by the local people. It is up to them. It's a process. It's a part of the Hindu astrological system. They have astrology and they have done it.
Sir, talking about that particular mosque, Madina Juma Masjid, whether any relevant documents are there for VHP or any local leaders to fight legally?
See, according to me, I'm not. There has been historical references of Tipu and his father Hyder Ali visiting this area. There are few temples where the mark of the Tipu sword is still maintained in the temple to be a reminder. Where Tipu has hit the temple roof. It's a low-lying roof near our border only, and they have visited this area. There is a theory that he has destroyed a few temples and all. We are not very sure about that, but historical references are there. And one Portuguese writer in his book also, he has given a lot of historical reference to this area. And that direction giving thing, what do you call it, astrolab, before compass came, before they were using compass, using that he has given directions of what is what, where is where.
What is the next plan of action, sir, after this particular project?
As a MLA, my demand is only for a survey, that's it, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. I just want to know the truth as an MLA, that's it. But as for the legal fight is there, it is taken up by Vishwa Hindu Parishad, not me. It is Vishwa Hindu Parishad, not me. As for the puja is going on, it is by the locals. I've been invited, I've come here, that's all. If you ask me, I will say a survey should be done. We'll know the truth. Let a competent authority give a report, what is what.
Okay. Here it is, there should be a survey which should be done by the competent authorities, which will reveal the truth, and probably after that, they will take the next plan of action. And this is the entire story, the entire narration of this particular puja which is happening here in Balali village. Remember, this particular finding came to light after that particular masjid started the renovation work, where they have found out a few Hindu kind of structure inside the temple, something like Kalyani, something like a pillar, and other things which resembles Hindu culture and Hindu procedures. So now they are trying to figure out whether this Tambula Prashne will help their findings, where this ritual will be performed using betel leaves. Followed by that, there will be Ashtamangala Puja, which will happen for 7 days after Tambula Prashne.
From Mangaluru. Sagai, if I can ask you one more question. We understand that security has been heightened around the Mangaluru mosque. What is the situation like around the mosque right now?
See, 144 section has been imposed around mosque and near temple, and there are also heavy security deployment in and around mosque. Remember, no media has been allowed close to 500 to 800 meters near that mosque ever since this particular incident has come to light, and it has been completely barricaded by the police, and there are heavy security deployment in across, say, around 2 to 3 kilometers radius in Madalli village.
And also you were talking about, the kind of temple ruins we've seen in the Mangaluru mosque. Help us understand the kind of ruins, the temple structures that have been found that only going to prove that probably there was a temple there.
See, once the renovation started in this particular masjid, which is called Madani Jumma Masjid in Malali, they figured out a structure, a pole, which resembles Hindu temples. And immediately, people who have clicked that picture went wildfire across the city. Remember, Mangaluru is one of the sensitive areas in Karnataka, which is in the coastal region of Karnataka, which is a neighboring state of Udupi, where the hijab row started. And it is always infamous for one or the other communal violence which was been reported from past many years. And that is the reason this particular issue seemed to be quite sensitive, and people are taking very close to their heart. And especially after Gyanvapi incident has come to light, now people believe that there might be several mosques which might have been constructed on top of the temple. And even in this place, they believe there is a Kalyani, there is a temple kind of structure, and other architecture which resembles Hindu temple. And that is the reason now they claim that there should be a systematic survey which should be done by competent authorities who can come out with the truth of this particular masjid.
All right. And Sagai, just another question that I have for you. If you could give us more details of the VHP that has planned a puja today. At what time is this puja going to start? And what are other preparations that are also going on with respect to this puja that will take place by the VHP?
It has already started. It started around 9 a.m. and this is called Tambula Prashne. Tambula means betel leaves, where Prashne means the question. So what they do is, it is a ritual which will be followed, where people will be giving betel leaves to the tantric who has come here, who will perform the puja, and there will be several questions which will be asked by a tantric to the people whoever is giving that tambula, that is betel leaves. Following that, they believe that while doing this particular puja, there might be some kind of indication which might reflect in this particular puja, which will reveal the truth, whether there was any kind of Hindu deva or devata which was present in that particular area. And if the vindication comes positive for them, and they will go ahead with the next ritual, that is Ashtamangala Puja, which will go on for 7 days. So this is a 1-day puja which will probably get over by 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. And following that, they will take a decision whether they should go go ahead with the second puja, that is Ashtamangala Puja. So this is a long procedure which will follow, and we need to wait and watch what will be the outcome of this particular ritual.
Well, Sagai, thanks for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you as we track more updates on that story. So Sagai there reporting live from Mangaluru.